Hello, it's the Watchmen again. I'm Drake.
I'm Riley, and we're here with some more beautiful Watchmen action.
And you are listening to 91.7 The Edge, Whitewater, WSUW.
Well, Drake, that was a weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a weekend.
Well, did you see anything? I have a couple things, but did you see anything?
Come back to me, let me think. I can't remember if I watched anything.
Okay, so what I did see, I ended up seeing, I watched The King on Netflix, and first of all, it's with Timothée Chalamet, who plays King Henry V, and Robert Pattinson's in it, and then Joel Edgerton, and I just had some interest in it because I like medieval warfare movies, and I was curious to see where it could go, but for the most part, it was very disappointing. It kind of reminds me of, Drake, you remember, I don't know if you actually watched it, but you remember The Outlaw King, which was with Chris Pine? Like, I don't know if you saw it. I can't remember if you saw it or not. Did you see that?
It was on Netflix,
where he played Robert the Bruce, Scottish King?
I did not see that.
Okay. Anyways, this movie itself, there's no character development. There's nothing. It has, the action sequences are fine, but I think I was telling Drake this, but the whole movie, they always tell you how characters are. Like, you'll have a conversation where before King Henry himself becomes king, before his father dies, they talk about how he's a drunk and how he, was, always partying and, how people never thought that he should be king, but you never even see that. They just tell you. They tell you a lot of things about his personality, about the king's personality, about Henry's personality, but you never see it at all. You never see any of it. And they always talk about the characters like, oh, we're friends. It's kind of like in the Star Wars prequels in episode 2, and they try to tell you that Anakin and Obi-Wan are friends, and you never see it. It's just a lot of telling you the relation between characters, but you never feel it or even really see it at all. And it's strange. And then all of a sudden he goes from king, he's like, yeah, let's declare war on France. And you're like, oh, okay. And then that's it. And then they travel out. There's a lot of dry conversations with each other where they're not really saying anything. They're more just like, we're England, we need to stand together. And that's it. Essentially, that's the conversation points for the entire movie.
So it sounds like it's boring.
It's boring, but here's the thing. Here's another thing, too. You can't see a thing. It's so visually dark. The screen is pitch black. I understand they're trying to utilize, natural lighting, it being the Middle Ages and all, but come on, you gotta turn on some light. I can't see anything. There's literally a scene, Drake, where it's in the morning, and you have all of, his advisors sitting at a table. They're all sitting down, and there's no lighting. It's so dark. You can barely see their faces. And I had to turn the brightness up all the way on my computer to see it. I'm like, I can't see a thing. And I'm like, is something wrong with my computer? But no, it's just that the screen constantly through multiple different scenes are nearly pitch black, and the shadows are constantly covering their face.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
Usually that's something you wouldn't truly need to complain about. Lighting should be pretty easy to do. And
that's true.
Like I said, I understand that they were trying to utilize natural lighting to make it feel a little bit more like the time period, but you can't see anything. And then Robert Pattinson and Joel Edgerton completely underutilized in that movie. And even Timothée Chalamet looks so goofy. His British accent's good, but he's the most skinny dude ever. And he's prancing around as a king in a battle, and you can even see him one time when he's swinging a mace at a guy. You can tell there's such little power in it. He swings it pretty slowly is what I'm saying when he's swinging it at a guy. But
you also saw something else.
Yes, I did. Oh wait, for that movie though,
see?
for the Henry movie, I'd probably get a 5 out of 10. It's just, I don't know, just pretty disappointing. I don't know what I was expecting from Netflix. Anyways, and then I also saw Jojo Rabbit, which I was looking forward to. I like Taika Waititi a lot. I know you've seen What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes,
you've seen that.
That's a good film.
But you haven't seen Hunt for the Wilder People, right?
I have not. Not yet.
you gotta get to that. But and then he directed Thor Ragnarok as well. But you don't care about those. But anyways,
I do not care about those.
I was looking forward to this because, as you know, you and I both liked Taika quite a bit, and so he directed and wrote it, and it's about that little boy who's in the Hitler Youth program,
I think
and he's sort of like an out of place kid. Well, maybe this is for those that aren't 100% aware, but it really presented itself as sort of like a semi-dark comedy with a little bit of levity with like the kids in the movie.
Did not look dark.
Not dark, but I'm saying the setting itself has a dark connotation, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a light-hearted story surrounding a darker atmosphere.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But it's I liked the performances for the most part from each of the characters. Taika was fine as Hitler, his imaginary friend. Hitler is his imaginary friend. The little boy. Anyways, and
I was wondering kind of...
And
spoiler alert.
It's in the description of the movie. It's his imaginary friend. Because in the movie, you see him wandering around with a little boy in the woods and stuff. He's not actually...
Spoiler
That's
alert.
not a spoiler.
I thought it was an alternate reality where Hitler was nice.
Nope. Clearly you haven't seen any of the trailers.
No, still talks I've seen the trailers.
They want to kill millions of people.
I've seen the trailers.
You're confused.
No.
You're drastically
I don't
confused.
think I'm confused.
And then Sam Rockwell's also in it. And Rebel Wilson. But both of them are... I wish they were in the movie more. Same with Scarlett Johansson. It's actually very slow at a lot of times. And the movie's not nearly as funny as I was hoping for. I find myself being kind of bored in a lot of sections of it. Like, I liked the cast for the most part. I think what lacked was the same sort of heart that his other movies had. Like Hunt for the Wilder People. Like, you really enjoyed those characters, and it just wasn't so slowly paced. And it had a bizarre way of balancing the two different tones, the depressing, suppressed society that they're living in. I'm pretty sure they're in Berlin, and then also trying to balance in the levity of the kid and his sort of innocence, his ignorance of things. But I don't know. I felt like it just had a poor ability to balance those because it felt very jarring a lot of time. I understand it's also supposed to be because some of the things that we see are shocking on their own within the movie. It's surrounding the Holocaust and just like the way some people were treated who refused, like the Nazi government drink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't a fan, and it's most definitely his worst movie thus far. But yeah.
All right.
Did you see anything?
No, but
Job, Drake.
I watched
staying on top of it.
What did you want me to see?
I don't know anything.
You haven't seen The Lighthouse.
Yeah, I know.
Boo! You suck.
Thanks, Drake.
I watched a YouTube video about how just about in-depth history about the guillotine.
That's a nice movie you watched.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I'd recommend it. I'll put the link out for you.
Where?
You can watch it. Send it to
Why?
you. I'll distribute it.
So they said to themselves, "We want a machine that cuts heads off." Okay.
No,
let's use it in
there's
France.
more than that.
Frenchmen are like, "Let's make it."
I'll have to have you watch it because
Heads come
it was a
off.
great time.
That's about it.
It was I turned it up.
The guy who made it. His
I was
name is
thinking
Mr.
about
Guillotine.
it all
He's
night when I was watching it. I was thinking about it all. I was
thinking about chopping heads off all night?
Thinking, wow,
is that what you think about?
This is a wonderful creation. It served its purpose. It was efficient. I'll have you watch it. Anyways, very funny of you, Riley. I know. I know that today we wanted to talk about biopics or biography films.
That's right.
Because that's a good genre. There's some gems in there.
It's not really a genre, more like a
so a genre? That's actually crazy because when you go on IMDb and you sort by genre, a genre is biography. So that's actually crazy that you'd say that.
So you want to go first?
No, you can go. Go for it.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
You look scared.
No, I'm a little scared, but we'll get through it.
You look a little shook.
Well, it's not on my list, but I'm looking. Hacksaw Ridge, but we talked about that last week, so I don't really...
Oh, here it is. My list was not at the top like it was. I purposely changed something to switch it around, make sure it'd be fresh and ready to go. Right,
you know what movie's not good?
What?
Black Mass.
No, not really, yeah.
It's not good at all.
Wasn't that good?
No. Thank
Sorry,
you.
Johnny.
It's
Johnny
okay.
Depp. All right, Drake. So here's one I have in the list. I don't really know if I necessarily have a lot. Well, I guess they are in order. All right, whatever.
I don't have an order.
Love and Mercy, Drake.
I have that one on my list as well.
That's pretty good.
It is.
It's so good. I love Bose. Bose?
Bose?
Yeah, that's a word. It's
Bose.
a new one.
Yeah, I love Bose.
I love the balance between the two with Cusack and Paul Dano. It's just so good. It's so good. And I know you need to like Paul Giamatti more. It bothers me you don't like Giamatti more than
he's not my favorite.
I do.
I mean,
have you seen Sideways?
I don't know what that is.
It's a great movie that he's in.
I don't hate him.
He's so good.
I'm not like the biggest fan.
Big fan of Giamatti.
I'm so glad. If I'm in touch with him, I'll let him know.
Your boy,
I know a guy.
Your boy Dano's in this movie too.
Yeah, I've seen it. I know.
And Cusack, remember he retweeted your thing?
We've gone a little back and forth a couple times.
You've hung out a couple
on
times?
Twitter. We're getting there. We're getting there.
What was it that you said again? John Cusack.
Johnny Boy's a big Bernie Sanders guy.
Oh, you were talking about Bernie
so
or
am
something?
I. Yeah, so I just kind of tweeted him about it a couple times, and he's quoted it. One time I just said something, and he quoted it, and all he said was, "Hi, Drake."
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, John Cusack and I, we're
best
good friends.
now.
We're good pals.
What you got one? What you got?
I do. I have 13, actually.
Well, okay.
Love and Mercy was one of them.
Yes, good choice.
Moneyball.
Yep, that's on here too.
Featuring
it's so good.
Bradley Pitt.
The writing is so good, and the performance by everyone. You know, I find myself actually watching, having watched some of the specific scenes a lot of the time. You know, like the one where he's pitching the new idea with Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
When they're in the room with all the guys, the kind of recruiting dudes. I don't know what the term is for those guys. What they actually do. Anyways, they're trying to build the new team. And then
there were a bunch of scouts and
scouts and
people.
stuff. And then Brad Pitt's character and Jonah Hill are pitching the new roster of players who are mostly a bunch of unknowns or unwanted players and stuff. I don't know. I just really like that scene. It just has a lot of good scenes. I also think that movie's fairly underrated too, in general.
Yeah, I would agree.
In
a similar vein, I put Concussion on my list. Concussion. I didn't care about this movie at all, and then I got off because we used to work at a movie theater for all you listeners.
Way back in the day.
I got off work, and I didn't have to I didn't really have anything to do, so since we could see movies for free, I was like, Concussion is out, so why don't I just go watch it? And then I was pleasantly surprised by it. It's pretty good.
By the way, Drake and I just love the way that Will Smith says concussion.
Yeah. Concussion.
That's so good.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, and it opened my eyes on the whole CTE argument about football players.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Really? You should watch it. It's pretty good. Surprisingly
keep
good.
it in a good roster, and I'll take a look.
You ever are like, man, I really want to watch Will Smith.
Yeah,
then
Will Smith comes
go.
up in my mind all the time.
I think about him pretty often.
Yeah, he's in your dreams.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, Drake, here's another one. I really like this movie, King's Speech. The King's Speech. That's another great...
Colin Firth.
Is that your British accent?
That's my Colin Firth impersonation.
Can you do... oh, wait, I got an idea. Can you impersonate Jeffrey Rush when he's in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh.
His, can you do it?
Wait, is that
he plays Captain Barbossa in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is that the... Josh Sparrow?
No, that's
yeah, I was going to say.
That's Javier Bardem. No.
I don't know.
He's the guy, he's the villain in the first movie, remember?
Yeah, I can't... Nothing sticks out in my head. He's just a British guy.
He's kind of a cliche pirate voice. That's kind of what he has. You don't have to do it.
I'm Johnny Depp I'm Captain Jack, and I'm drunk. That's my impression.
That's not even
of
what I
him
was
in that
looking for,
movie.
but that's good anyways.
Do you want my eyeballs are painted on my eyelids? Remember that part?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
Isn't that? I'm surprised that you like those movies too.
Why?
Or especially like that last one.
Why?
It was actually pretty decent. Stranger Tides, right?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even hold a flame to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
What? Why are you bringing up Indiana Jones right now?
Because that was another random movie from a franchise that didn't need to be made.
A random sequel. That,
Yeah.
Well, don't you remember the?
I don't care.
The one
Don't get
before
into
on
it.
Stranger Tides.
Don't care.
It's
Dead Man's
it's,
Chest?
No, that's the second one.
Oh, the Black Pearl or whatever.
No, that's
it's
the
called.
first one.
I don't care.
And then
Move
there's
on.
I want
Move on.
to address this. World's End is
Wrong.
the third one, and then the fourth one was the one with Ian McShane, the guy who's been in a bunch of things recently.
That's crazy. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't care. So
So here's the thing.
I'm just kidding. Wait, I actually can't. What's the plot?
He's with Blackbeard. It's just Jack by himself.
Is that the one
Essentially.
where he's
And
on
Penelope
the
Cruz.
island?
No, that's the second one. Is where he's stranded on the island,
What's the-
and he has
I'm gonna
with
look it
the
up,
natives
'cause it's kind of bothering me.
with the cannibals.
Yeah.
That's the second one, and that's the one where Davy Jones is introduced. And then the third one's where like there's a big battle between the Flying Dutchman ship and the Black Pearl. Remember? And it's all about the pirates versus the British Navy. And then the fourth one was about him with Blackbeard trying to find the Fountain of Youth. That one's awful, by the way. The third one's not good either. But you looking at him? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
And then on Stranger Tides is decent. I know they're doing another one. They're going to bring back Will Smith and Keira Knightley, I think.
Will Smith?
I was thinking of Will Turner,
Yeah.
and I said Will Smith for
wondering.
some reason.
Anyways,
Talking about Orlando Bloom.
another film on my
Oh yeah,
list.
I got off topic with Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's okay.
All right, what you got?
The Stanford Prison Experiment.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. It took me
Thank
2
you.
seconds there. Yep.
For all of you out there that may not have taken AP Psychology or a
a good
social
one.
work class, basically in the 70s, a guy at Stanford was wondering about
Yeah.
the effects of power
It wasn't
and
just
how...
a guy; it was a professor.
Okay, same difference. It's still a guy.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
He was wondering about the effects of power and how it goes to people's heads. So basically, he set up a fake prison in the basement of like a building in Stanford, and he like got a bunch of volunteers, paid them I don't know $100, and then he randomly assigned some to be prisoners and some to be guards for like a week, and the guards like went crazy and like thought it was an actual prison. There was
Yeah.
like a whole revolt.
Well, a couple of the guards themselves took it way
Yeah.
too seriously, and then it sparked the others to
Yeah.
start taking it more seriously.
So
and they
it's
ended up
interesting,
sort of like
though.
mentally
Has my
torturing
man
them and stuff.
Billy Crudup in it. I love Billy
Yeah,
Crudup.
Billy Crudup.
Yeah.
He looks like
Has
the
a
other
bunch
guy.
of random people in that movie. The kid from Sky High.
Yeah, that's right. The main guy from Sky High.
Moises Arias, the little guy
Yeah,
from...
the guy from Hannah Montana. Oh man, there's got to be more.
There's a
that
bunch
were-
of...
There's a bunch of
just
random
wait.
ones.
There's
Come on, what do we got?
Ty Sheridan,
Yep, the guy. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Okay.
Ezra Miller.
What? Oh, that's right. It's every. What else?
Ki Hong Lee. This
see,
guy,
let me see.
you'd recognize him. He's
Yeah.
in Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Wish Upon. Not Blade Runner, what? He's
Yeah, I
in
was gonna
Wish
say Blade
Upon. I
Runner.
meant the Maze Runner. Excuse me.
Oh well, that's not.
Thomas Mann.
Oh, the guy
the
from
guy
Me and
from-
Earl and the Dying Girl,
Yep.
and he's into some other stuff too. Yeah, what
This
else?
guy, the guy from Perks of Being a Wallflower that looks like the guy from Sky High.
He does, but what
he
else
looks
was he
just
in?
like
Drake?
him.
He's
Scott
in.
Pilgrim.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of just random.
remember, yeah, it was just
every
weird we
possible
recognized
white boy,
everybody.
Every possible white boy actor. they
White
throw
male,
in
young
there.
male actor is in that
Yeah.
movie. Well, what else? Oh yeah, it's my turn because you just said one.
It is your turn.
I'm gonna do Selma. Selma's so good, performance wise everywhere. I almost said fun. It's not a fun movie.
What? It's a great time.
It's just a great movie. I actually enjoy watching it. It's just really good. I don't really know what else to say. That's about it.
Good plug.
Good plug.
I enjoy watching it.
Good plug.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. What else you got?
Bronson.
Oh,
I love that movie.
That movie's very unique, that's for sure. Well, so is the guy, obviously. The guy's very unique.
It's directed by Nicholas Winding Refn.
Is that again?
The guy who directed Drive and Neon Demon.
I knew that.
And Valhalla Rising.
Oh, who cares about
and the
that?
awful movie Only God Forgives.
Oh, yeah, the one where he tried to, they try so hard, Drake, in that movie to be visually appealing. You remember that? And
I sure do.
Was he like a boxer or something, right? He was like a fighter.
I don't know. He's in South Korea.
He's in South Korea, and there's a ton of neon
really
lights everywhere.
It's really bad.
And you're like,
but
what?
I like the Neon Demon for the most part.
Yeah, it was all right.
Drive, obviously, and then
wait, wasn't Keanu have a cameo in that movie?
He's the motel
guy. Yeah,
I'm gonna rewatch that tonight. Maybe.
That's funny.
But yeah, Bronson's a good flick.
Oh, explain it.
People it's Charles Bronson, the infamous prisoner. Basically, I mean, he didn't do anything that severe until he got into jail. Then he kind of went crazy. I think it was he just robbed the post office. And then he went to jail, and then he went insane in prison. Yep. He's the most violent inmate ever.
Yeah.
But it's basically about that, and Tom Hardy plays Charles Bronson.
And he got super bulky for that movie. It's like he did with Dark Knight Rises.
Great film.
I agree. Good choice. I like that choice.
Thank you.
All right, so here's another one. Have you seen American Gangster? Denzel Washington, Russell Crowe. Denzel Washington's character, he begins his organized crime mafia within New York City.
I think maybe.
And then Russell Crowe is a cop who pursues him.
I think I have. I don't know. All those movies kind of blend in.
Really?
Are you talking about that, or are you talking about Training Day?
They're vastly different movies.
That was a joke.
Just because it's Denzel?
Yes. And Denzel and crime. So, it's also The Equalizer. Same movie.
All right, I've had enough of your comments.
No, but I think I have seen it. I think so. I don't know. Anyways, what's it about?
It's about an American gangster.
Okay, yeah. Selma, it's a good watch. American Gangster, it's about American Gangster.
Denzel's
You heard it here
character, he's kind of like a low-ranking mobster dude who decides, you know what? I'm tired of all this. And he kind of came from nothing in Louisiana, and now he's like, you know what? I'm going to try to make as much money as I can. So he does, and he ends up destroying his upper-class guys. Or somebody he looked up to who was a respected mobster guy passes away, and then he wants to try to take his place and even go above that. And so he does. And also Chiwetel Ejiofor is in this too. He's like his brother who's in it. He's not, obviously he's definitely a supporting character. And then Russell Crowe is he's an outcast cop like a lot of cops.
He's a loose cannon.
He's a loose cannon. And nobody, his superiors don't trust him, and then he makes a ragtag group to chase down Denzel.
I've got 8 more.
I got some more, yeah. What you got?
Bernie.
Bernie?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Bernie.
Oh, the movie about
Jackalus Black.
That's Jackalus Black?
Yeah.
Is that what Jack is short for?
And Matthew McConaughey's in it. And Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Directed by Richard Linklater.
Oh, I know someone who loves Linklater.
It's a great movie. Bernie?
Yeah, it is.
I enjoy it.
Wasn't it nominated for he nominated for a Golden Globe for it?
Let me look. But basically,
yeah, that's pretty good.
Jack Black is a funeral home director, mortician dude.
Yeah.
And he strikes up a relationship with a wealthy widow.
Mm-hmm.
That everyone in the town kind of hates for the most part. And Jack Black ends up killing her.
Nice job, Jack.
And he's There's a lot more to it, but it's really
Yeah.
good, and I recommend you watch it. Well, he was nominated, yes, Golden Globe nominee for Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Comedy or Musical.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Thank you. I thought so, too.
Good pick. All right,
Thank
here's
you
one
so
that I
much.
really enjoy. It's so well made, the soundtrack, the writing, performance, the way everything's pieced together, everything. It's The Social Network. It's so
Yes.
good. It's very good.
Yes, it
My
is.
God.
It's a good film.
In a way,
Facebook, baby.
Jesse Eisenberg is kind of playing his own character, sort of. I mean, it's...
You mean himself, or like...
Yeah, but I'm saying
He's
is...
like that in every movie, though.
I know. That's why it was weird when he tried to play Lex Luthor, and everyone's just like, what's happening in that movie? You should... that's the only reason why you should watch it, just to see how awful
Who would you rather
he is in that
cast
movie.
as a quirky guy in a movie? Him
As
or...
as a quirky...
Or the dude from Juno. I forget his name.
Oh, Michael Cera.
Yeah, which one?
I would rather cast Jesse Eisenberg.
I disagree.
If it's a more serious role, Eisenberg.
I disagree. On all fronts. I'd rather have...
What?
As just a quirky guy, little quirky teenager.
Oh, quirky? Yes,
I
him.
said quirky.
I don't know. Just didn't come to my... Yep.
Yeah.
That's really good. I really like... Seriously, Social Network is... I found myself rewatching
Well, why
that
don't you
many
marry
times.
it?
I might. I might
Got 'em.
marry The Social Network.
I'm happy for you.
Have you heard the theme song for that movie, too? The theme is super
I-
unique.
Sure I have.
It's like... It's almost like inspiring, but then also kind of like depressing and
We'll listen
off-putting at
to
the
it
same
when we get in the
time.
car. All right.
Thanks.
Next movie, a movie that you refuse to watch.
What is
That
it?
was
Just say it.
nominated for 4 Oscars.
Oh, that means I should see it, right?
You like good film, don't you?
Just tell me what it is.
Philomena.
Who cares?
I hate you so much, dude. It was nominated for 4 Oscars. I'm personally recommending it, and you refuse to watch it. What? In what world?
Sorry, Drake.
It has Steve Coogan in it, who I really like,
Okay, yeah.
and Dame Judi Dench.
Dame Duty Gents.
Excuse
What is
me?
wrong with me? I think my mouth just turns into a twisted knot. when I'm in
Anyways,
there. What
it's
is
about
Yep.
a journalist
Yes.
who picks up a story about a woman that is in search of her son, who was taken away from her decades ago
Okay.
after she became pregnant and was forced to live in a convent. So it's about the journalist trying to help this woman find
Who's
her
the
son.
journalist?
Steve Coogan.
Okay.
And the woman is Dame Judi Dench. I'm serious. I don't even think I know that you would like it.
Oh, okay.
For a fact, I know that you would like it.
All right, I'll consider it.
I've been this movie came out in 2013. I remember after I saw it, I said that you should see it because I saw it in theaters, and you've refused since 2013 to watch it.
Thank you.
What?
Thank
I
you.
know you're gonna like it, dude. I know you're gonna like
Thank
it.
you.
It's like a True Grit scenario. I know you're gonna like it.
No, it's not true.
It
because
is.
First of all, I had seen True Grit.
Yeah, but still, it's a movie I was telling you that you were gonna like, and then you end up liking it. I know you're gonna like this movie if you actually watch
Here's
it.
the thing: we all get those moments, okay, Drake, where you know it's a movie
For
we're
6 years?
we're probably gonna like.
That moment lasts for 6 years.
It took me a while to watch Godfather. Okay, it took me a while to watch. You haven't even seen them.
I started Godfather. I fell asleep when we were
Okay,
watching it.
it's like that. It's one of those things where like it's a movie you know you're gonna
6
like,
years.
but you're just like,
6 years.
oh, 6 years. I haven't.
Full score in 6 years ago.
All right, now, I haven't been making it. His life has been terrible. Oh my God, for 6 years because he hasn't watched Philomena.
I might stab you right now.
Do it. Come on. My body
Please,
is
all
open.
I'm
Come
saying
on.
is I want you to watch it. I know you're gonna like
All right,
it.
Drake, here's another one for you.
It just blows it right there.
All right, here's mine. Lincoln. Come on. Come on. Oh my God, Drake can't handle historical dialogue.
Yeah,
he can't handle
I've
good
never
characters,
liked
good
this.
writing,
Yeah,
good
I can't
performances.
handle them.
He's like, anything over 2 hours, time for me to sleep.
Yep,
Sleep
definitely.
time,
I've never
sleep
watched
time.
a movie over 2 hours.
Drake can't watch a
It's a
drama
good
that's
movie,
past
but
3
is it
episodes long
boring?
for a show.
Yes,
He's like,
it's very boring.
I'm bored. I'm
It's
like,
very boring.
Man, you're a boring person.
Well, the thing is, sometimes
do you have issues?
There's
with
something, sometimes there's something that you're gonna like, and you just don't want to sit down and watch it.
But you've seen this and you didn't like it. This is not.
I've never said I didn't like it. I've said it's a good.
I don't like him boring.
No,
sleepy,
I said that it's a good movie and it's boring, and that's a fact.
Boring has a heavily negative connotation with it. No. I would say slow. If you want to replace it with a movie,
that's different.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If you want to say a movie, let's say you enjoy a movie a lot, but you want to address that it's slower paced, then you would say that and not say, "Oh, it's boring."
No, it is boring.
No,
that doesn't mean I can say that. I can say that I recognize that something is a good movie. Acting, costume, soundtrack, direction, all that. Yes, it's a good movie. But does that mean that it's not boring? No. It was boring to me. But it was still good.
Slower paced.
Be quiet. No.
If you like the movie.
Then okay. That. Then yeah, it is slow, but it's also boring. So.
Well, that means you didn't like it because of that.
No.
That means that's a heavily negative aspect.
No, that means that I'm saying, I can recognize that it's good, and I can recognize if you're a historian or very interested in the time period or very interested in Abe Lincoln.
You talked about a lot of things. You talked about the costume design, the soundtrack, the visuals,
acting, the direction,
the acting,
the writing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you were really interested
that's everything
in the time, yeah, but it's boring. It's a story that I've learned about in school.
Well, I disagree with
But when it comes to the film,
word choice.
To me, I don't find it entertaining.
I disagree with the correlation of your word
you
choice and your overall review of the movie.
It's not entertaining. Is that better?
Every movie that you enjoy is entertaining. Personally, that's how I think it. That's how I feel.
Then that's your opinion.
If it's a good movie, it's entertaining.
It's a good movie, but it's boring.
Slow-paced.
Boring. There's a difference. Slow and boring. Both.
Oh, I don't think Drake's slow and boring, too.
It's funny.
Okay.
Wow.
Good talk.
Don't snap your arm from patting yourself on the back too hard, buddy.
That was funny. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What else you got?
Well, I had Love and Mercy, but we already talked about that.
That's right.
Spotlight.
Heck yeah, Drake. Good choice.
Thank you.
Let's shine a spotlight on that
so
movie.
much. It's a movie about uncovering the mass scandal of molestation within the Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm. And first they try to look at Boston, and then they find out
they go, no,
it's everywhere.
This is worldwide.
Yep,
worldwide chop.
We won't say any more for those who hadn't seen the little flick, but it's so good. I love investigating. I love investigative reporting movies. That's what I like.
Did you like The Post?
The Post is okay. It's a very monotone Spielberg movie, though. That's for sure. That and like Ready Player One, very easy movies.
What?
They're too okay. They're
very
too
easy movies.
Here's the way. Here's how I explain them. Here's my review of those types of his more recent movies. They're very much okay. They're too. I know. I don't know how else to explain it. They're too. There's nothing special about them. They're not above.
Well, I would say
above
the
and
special
beyond.
effects were special in Ready Player One.
Okay.
Am I wrong? No.
They're good. That's about it.
If you don't.
All right. Wait, you just said one, right?
Correct.
All right. It's my turn. Ready?
Yeah.
Have you seen... Oh, no, we talked about this already. I won't do that one.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say Downfall, but we've talked about that.
We talked about that.
We talked about that before. So I want to talk about the movie Fearless with Jet Li. It's pretty good. It's a good kung fu movie. Good drama, too. Very good. Actually, I think you should watch it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Do you know what it's about?
No.
It's about a Chinese martial artist master called Huo Yuanjia. Yeah. He's the founder and the spiritual guru of the Jin Wu Sports Federation. And some negative stuff happens in his life, and it's about him trying to come back from that, and also trying to work with the modernization of China. So it takes place in about I think my guess, I think it's about late 1880s, 1890s in China, but it's a lot about some of the Western influences that have started to show up in China and him trying to deal with his family trauma. Good, though. Good choice for you, Drake. Come on. Thoughts?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was a good talk, Drake.
Thank you.
Thank you. Got one?
American Animals.
Okay.
You saw that movie.
Yeah,
and you agreed that it's super underrated.
I thought less of it over the course of time.
What?
After I've thought about that movie more, it's not super great. It's not bad. It's an okay movie, but it's not as good as I was thinking about it.
No, it is.
Explain it.
Rewatch it.
Explain it. For those folks that are out there.
It's a true story about 4 college-age boys.
Yep.
Who, just for whatever reason, they, wanted to see what would happen if they robbed a place, basically. Mm-hmm. They would just, like they had always seen stuff in movies, and they were like, well, I wonder how accurate that is. So they decided to steal, a super expensive...
ancient book.
Yeah, from their college. And it kind of weaves in documentary testimonials with the actual people and acting from the guys themselves. It
was super unexpected, too, for me, because I didn't know that they were going to interweave it. The sort of the interviews with some of the people involved. I thought that was interesting. Definitely unique. It's really good cast, too.
It's a good flick.
So another one on mine... well, I talked about this last week too, but it's so good though. Can you watch Patton, please? There's a lot of movies from the 70s and 80s. I want to give you a big list that you haven't seen that you need to watch, and
I'll do that once you watch Locke, Philomena.
Great.
That's it. Those 2.
Locke and Philomena.
Yeah.
Drake's been holding me over a fire. Okay, about 2 movies that he's been wanting me to watch, and then he'll make up this stupid excuse.
He teased me one day.
I'm like, Drake, here's a movie to watch, and then he'll be like, oh, once you watch Locke and Philomena, and I'm like,
this is the first time I've ever done that.
No,
it is.
Drake, it's not the first time you've ever done it.
Well, you teased me one time. You were like, I think I'm gonna watch Locke tonight, and then the next day you were like,
there? Sorry,
oh, I didn't watch it.
And then every time I'm like, oh, Drake, I want you to take a look at these. Oh, Riley, that's nice, dude. How about you go and take a look at Philomena first?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
been telling you for 6 years. So
Drake's been missing out.
Just go to your film.
Wait, do you have any more?
Yeah.
Well, do one of yours. I just said one.
I have 4 more. Tanya.
Yeah.
Good about choice. Tanya Harding, when people know.
You know that.
Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
People know what that is. Jackie. About Jackie Kennedy.
Okay. Yeah.
Great film. And last but not least, Christine.
Good choice.
Do you know what it is?
No.
I didn't think so. It's the story about the news anchor in 1970 that shot herself and killed herself on live TV.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't there also a guy that did that too?
Well,
I'm thinking of a politician.
He was a politician.
That's what
and the weird thing is that footage of him is on YouTube. You can look it up and watch it. But they destroyed all footage of the incident with Christine.
Oh, really?
They're it's gone. You can't find it anywhere. But it was on live TV, and they made a movie about it, and it's interesting. It's a portrayal of depression and what it can lead to, and
gotcha.
It's a good film.
Was it your last one?
Yes.
All right, I'll go through some of mine too. I'll just go kind of quickly. Lawrence of Arabia. Still desperately need you to watch that. It's so good. I know it's nearly 4 hours long, but think of it as a little
journey.
mini series. You watch it in chunks or watch it as a whole, which you should.
Like Chernobyl. Great
you
show.
Grow a pair and watch it.
Grow a pair. Riley Griffith quote. Is this 7th grade?
Yes.
Grow a pair.
All right. Thank you.
You're
The
welcome.
Pianist, the movie Drake fell asleep in.
Talked about it
'cause he
already. We
can't.
talked about it already.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
So are you gonna make... First of all, we were watching that movie at like 2 a.m., okay?
No excuse.
I've been at your house and you've fallen asleep at like 8 when we're watching something.
Incorrect.
Oh, and then you go, you're going to have to go home.
All right, Drake.
I'm too tired.
Let's agree right now that you and I both fall asleep during movies, okay?
Yeah, okay, but the difference is mine's late at night. Yours is at 8 p.m. Anyways, continue. You don't have to say something negative about me every time you introduce a movie. It's not a rule, okay? The pianist, he fell asleep. Lawrence of Arabia, he doesn't want to watch. Lincoln, Drake thinks it's boring. He's stupid.
But you do.
Okay, it's not a rule.
But that's what you think.
American Animals, Riley has a bad opinion about it.
You just said that
Okay, it's not a rule. You can say a movie and not bash me.
But you just talked about my own opinion of a movie, is what you said.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have opinion about Lincoln. Okay, thanks. Come again.
See you next
See you
fall.
later.
All right, Drake, Schindler's List 2, Goodfellas, Come on, unless you're living in a hole.
I do know of those two movies.
There's a couple people that live in a hole, they haven't seen them. All right, Drake. I also want to talk about, a little bit about streaming services. Like, well, first of all, I guess we can do this too. Like, is there one that you prefer over any other? If you had to pick one, I don't know.
Honestly? Amazon Prime.
You're saying everything included in Prime, not the ones you purchase and stuff, because that's
I'm just talking about you have Prime and the things that you can watch now.
Okay.
Their film selection, there's been more on it. Like, there have been things that I haven't seen that I've watched on Netflix, but there are more things that I have seen that I want to watch again that are on Amazon Prime.
I agree. I like
and
the
the
lineup.
show selection is much better.
Not original shows. Are you talking about
I'm just talking about shows in general.
Here's the thing for me. For me, as I look at
Hulu is also very underrated. It doesn't get talked about as much as Netflix, but Hulu's very underrated.
I would say, personally, overall, some of the best shows, like relative between Amazon, Hulu, and Netflix. I think Netflix has the best original shows, because there's been a lot of shows on there that I have really liked. Original shows. I'm not talking about shows they've added.
Prime has some good original shows, though.
There's some.
Veep's really good.
That's on HBO, Drake.
Oh.
That's an HBO show.
The Boys?
That's one.
I'm going to look right now.
And then Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan's. It's pretty good. Other than that, there's not a whole lot. HBO, though, I think HBO has a lot of my favorite shows of all time on it, so but
their really budget, that's all they do.
You mean it's all only original content? That's not true. They add movies on there.
Yeah, I know, but if I were to only have one, only have access to one, I would have to go with Prime.
Well, sure. I'm saying, the sheer roster of, HBO is more known for them focusing a lot of time and effort on their own stuff, which is true.
Well, yeah, and
but I'm just saying. Massive. But then also they don't have the.
Plus, they've been around forever.
They're just different. Yeah, they've been around. No, they've been around for literally. They're the first.
I know.
Private subscription cable service.
That's why I just said that they've been around forever.
I know. I wasn't saying you were. That wasn't meant anything negative toward. No, you always say negative things about me whenever I talk about something. That's your voice. Sounds like a dummy.
That was. I bet the listeners are going to find that really funny. What you just said. I bet they're going to find that really funny.
I guarantee you, whenever Drake Dino opens his mouth,
I bet people just had to pause.
Have some thoughts. They have some thoughts.
People just paused what they were listening to just so they could continue laughing.
Man, it must be awful being you. It really must. How do you do it? You know what Drake was whining about? He's like,
continue.
You're going to come pick me up? You're going to come pick me up and bring me here?
Listen, let's just be friends, Riley. I'm
right.
shaking at it.
Come here.
Let's just be friends. Let's hug
it.
1 sec.
Come here. 1 second. Come here. You did good out there. You did a good job. All right. Oh, my God. Good job out there. All right. Drake and I have made up. Everything
We're
is
good now. Yeah, we're very
solid.
good now.
All right. Forgot what we were talking about. Oh yes, streaming services. You know what? I kind of want to stop talking about that because I want to do another game.
Okay.
What was the other one we had? So we did the one where
Running time of movies.
Oh, okay. You want to do that?
Sure.
All right. It has to be stuff we haven't seen before.
What?
All right.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I'll describe the movie to you, the type of movie it is.
Okay.
Okay. You haven't seen it. I'll just go to the top 250 or something and just take a look at those.
Or do what's out right now.
Okay, I'll do that. Put your phone down. I don't trust you.
I don't have my phone anyway.
I don't trust you. Okay. So it's the John Cena movie, the new crappy-looking family movie.
I haven't even heard of this one.
I know.
Okay.
He plays a fireman, and Keegan-Michael Key's in it.
Okay, I gotta guess.
All right, it's a family movie about firefighters
that's all I need
and
to
kids. All right, can you guess?
My guess is
What's your
100 an hour and 38 minutes.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Wow. 2 minutes off. It's an hour and 36 minutes. Good job. Woo! All right, give me one.
Wow. Okay.
I won't touch it.
Because you can based off.
You can just
based off
most
the
movies in a genre you can guess, but it's more about us getting it almost down to the exact. Because sometimes you can just guess. You just know. You have a feeling.
The Gallows Act 2.
Oh God.
Horror movie.
Here's my guess. My guess is about 102 minutes. That's my guess.
What? Give me
102 minutes.
So an hour, because it shows up as
Oh, that's right. I guess it does. 1 hour and what is that? Am I stupid?
that would be 90 minutes.
Hour and 40 minutes. Hour and 40 minutes.
1 minute off. An hour and 39 minutes.
Yeah! We're so good at this. All right. I'm getting some people are looking at me from the other studio.
That's fine.
In the room.
They'll be okay.
I'm celebrating. All right. Let's take a look at the other stuff. I don't like how they looked at me, Drake.
It's okay. After this, we'll leave right away.
Okay.
So
I think you could do this.
Okay.
Last Christmas, that Christmas movie with Emilia Clarke, the romance.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you do it?
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark.
Okay.
And I could go with 2. I could see it being.
Well, you have to give me one.
I will.
No 2.
I will. I'll give you what
give
my
me 2
real
and then
answer
you give me your
is.
real answer.
I'll give you my real answer,
right.
then I'll give you what it could also be.
Okay, let's do it.
My real answer is 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Okay.
My other answer,
yes,
I could see it being super short and being an hour and 29 minutes.
Which one are you going to go with?
I'm going with the first one.
So it's in the middle of those two. It's an hour and 42.
Okay.
It's a good guess, though.
Thank you.
Good enough guess. All right,
Thank
give me
you.
one.
Okay. I got to find one here. Let me go through. Oh, also, we should see Dr. Sleep. I watched Chris Stuckman's review, who I really like. I value his opinions, and he really liked it.
Can we see it Thursday? You want to see it Thursday?
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, let me find the movie.
Come on, give me one.
Okay.
What you got?
Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay, it's a drama.
Biopic. Yeah.
Hmm.
Here, this
We
might
know
help.
the-
This might help you. It's directed by the director of Logan, or producer of Wait, let me see.
You mean James Mangold?
Yes, correct.
He's directing it.
Correct.
Okay.
That should give you a hint.
I mean, not really.
No, it should.
All right, here's my guess.
Yeah.
Two hours and 11 minutes.
2 hours.
I feel like it's too long. Oh, just do it.
32 minutes.
Oh my God, even longer than I thought.
it's a long
I feel like
one.
I was like, no, maybe
Yeah,
not.
It's a long one. All right, give me one more.
All right, one more. I'm gonna do one more each.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, I guess you're
I'm
right.
gonna look for one. Well,
No. I don't like you looking because then you could see the one I'm gonna give you.
no, I'm going way down.
Way down.
I promise.
Let me think. Have you seen it? All right, I'm gonna do Gemini Man.
Okay, so since it's Ang Lee, I'm gonna guess that it's longer than you would expect. So I'm going to guess that it's 2 hours and 4 minutes.
I like that you said that it's longer than you'd expect.
Yeah.
It's an hour and 57. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'd say you're more right about that because
you.
because it's Ang Lee, he's gonna feel like he needs to
He needs to make it longer.
make
Yeah.
it feel like it's a more drawn out story. But it's just one of the worst and stupidest looking movies you've ever seen.
Oh, also, I know we kind of talked about not wanting to see The Grudge, but I kind of really want to see it for two reasons.
The new one?
Yeah. One, because it has the guy I like, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
From Star Trek and Searching. And...
Oh, the guy who plays Sulu. Okay.
Yeah, and it's directed by the guy that directed The Eyes of My Mother, which was a really good art house horror movie.
Okay.
So I'm kind of actually excited for it. Anyways.
I'll keep it in my mind. Now give me another one.
Okay.
What you got?
1917.
Oh, come on. We know.
You know?
We know.
All right, what is it?
2 hours, 25 minutes. Come on.
You'd think it would be high?
No, it's
low.
low.
It's an hour and 50.
I give up.
I'm so sorry.
I give up. See ya.
That was a little tricky one because I would expect it to be long too.
That's not fair. I've been tricked.
Well, guys, this marks our end of another successful week.
Successful? Maybe.
I'd say
attempt?
so.
Yes. That's for sure.
So we wanted to thank you again for listening. I'm Drake.
Riley here.
You're listening to The Watchmen. This is 91.7 The Edge, Whitewater, WSUW. And I'm wishing you a safe, comfortable, and warm night. Sleep well.
Pleasant little evening. Good luck out there. Have fun.